Physicalising Macbeth, what Macbeth looks like on stage with you playing him. How do you go about doing that? What's your process?
I think how many times has Shakespeare been performed? Like, there's been thousands and tens of thousands of iterations of Macbeth. So the thing you have to accept as an actor is the most interesting version you can present of one of these characters is you at the end of the day. You can't pretend to be Daniel Day-Lewis's version of Macbeth, or Patrick Stewart, or Andrew Scott, whoever. It's got to be you that's doing it. So it's based in my own physicality, but then it's me in that situation. So if I were a leading general or a warrior, and if I was fighting on the battlefield, and if I had that physical vocabulary about me, what would I be like? So maybe being a bit heavier in your step with Macbeth, or maybe being lighter, like it's up for grabs. Macbeth could be an aggressive guy that cuts through with an axe, or he could be a black ops soldier that slices through with a knife. It's whatever you make it. But I think basing it in your own physicality is the most important thing. If you try and be too different, it's not going to be sincere. Just trust what you do normally every day has to resonate through that performance.
And just pursuing that a little bit more. So if you're standing in front of the mirror as Nat, and you're going to become, if you were going to become Macbeth, where does that start from? Where do you physically start that transformation?
I think with Macbeth particularly, it's about the surroundings. And a huge part of Macbeth is his paranoia and what's going on around him. So how he's going to act in the banquet scene when everyone's watching him and he's having a breakdown because he's seen Banquo's ghost. The paranoia of that and how guarded he is compared to in the battlefield, or compared to when he's just with Lady Macbeth and they're conspiring with each other. Physically, all of that stuff has to come from his surroundings. I think when I approached Macbeth personally, it was a little bit more, more driven from the head sort of thing. So like driving forward because he's always looking for the target, if that makes sense. Not as open, more guarded. But yeah, I think in the dagger speech, when he's seeing the daggers, or Tomorrow and Tomorrow, when he's had this revelation, it's all based on how he feels in that moment.
So for you, reaction to the action.
That's the most important thing, yeah. I think if you go into it thinking Macbeth always stamps his feet as he walks around, that's going to be really artificial. The way he moves when he kills Duncan, the way he navigates that space compared to how he navigates when he's entertaining guests in the banquet is going to be very different. In one situation, he's an assassin killing someone. In another one, he's a party host. But I think, again, it comes back to yourself in that situation too.